to the RDG Sports Channel with your boy RDG. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to the people who just recently subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you guys. Once again, I'm nothing without you guys. Hey, preseason 1 is in the books. The Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders squared off Friday night in a rain delay that was an hour and 16 minutes. You know, it was wet and nasty out there, but those guys still performed. Kudos to both teams. Hey, I want to say, Dax Milne, you're out of here. Insert Cashmere Allen. I'm a new Cashmere Allen fan. You know, he showed me a lot. Let's get right into it. Let's dive right into that offense, though. That offensive line, you guys need some work. I don't think that's going to be the starting unit starting off. Sadiq Charles didn't play. Chris Paul took his place. Who's going to be the guard right there? That's a big question mark. Wiley, back-to-back holding calls. It's unacceptable. Can't have that. We cannot have that moving forward. The offensive line coach, I think, need those guys to block better. You know, they're not staying on their blocks long. You know, some of those plays that I seen that resulted in a blow up because they didn't block. They didn't sustain their blocks. You got to sustain your blocks. You know, so some of the things they got to clean up. I don't know if those guys is as bad as they played. I don't think so. I don't think those guys, because like I said, it's still question marks. Who's going to be the starting center? Is it going to be Stromberg or Nick Gates? You know, those are some of the questions that we have to ask ourselves. You know, so let's not panic with the offensive line. I've seen people panicking already, you know, in the comments, you know, saying the offensive line is terrible, offensive line trash. And they have a right to say that, and because the offense didn't give them nothing to cheer about. The offense didn't give the fans a vote of confidence. So if they have their opinions, they have their opinions, you know. But my personal opinion, and it's just my personal opinion, I don't think they're as bad as they showed, you know, their performance was on Friday night. I really don't think they're that bad, you know. I think moving forward, like I said, they need to be coached better, and they need to hold their blocks a little longer, you know. And then it wasn't like they was going up against a weak front seven there. You know, let's put that in perspective. Cleveland doesn't have a weak defense. It wasn't like we was going up against pushovers out there. So, Aaron Rodgers, relax. Let's just see what we got moving forward before we hit that big old panic button over there. You know, I want you guys to tell me who was you guys impressed with. You know, leave it in the comments section, because I was impressed with Sam Howl. It's just what I expected of Sam Howl. Sure, he could have did some things better. Sam Howl could have did some things better, like the play where he took the sack. Brian Robinson was going out on the flat. He should have saw that. You know, he should have saw that. You know, they would have probably still had the drive going. But he also made some spectacular plays also on that 4th and 3. The rollout to the right, throwing across his body to Cole Turner. You know, that was a spectacular play. You know, and then his arm strength, getting the ball down to Jahan Dotson, you know, quick like that. You know, gave Jahan Dotson enough time to catch and run, something that a lot of our quarterbacks in the past was unable to do because of lack of arm strength. Other than all our Kirk Cousins and Robert Griffin, in between that, from that time, you know, we didn't have a quarterback. Sure, Carson Wentz, he had a strong arm, but he wasn't accurate. You know, that was his weakness, and his pocket presence was terrible. Heineke had all the intangibles that Howell had, but he just didn't have the arm strength. That was his weakness. But I think Howell is all that. You know what I'm saying? He has the escapability, the pocket presence. He has the scramble. He has, when the play breaks down, he has the awareness. You know, the scramble drill plays that they practice, you saw it out on the field. That when he rolled out to the right, that was a scramble drill. You know? He has the accuracy and he has the arm. I think what I see out there, he can definitely read defense. He goes through his progression, he goes through his reads. You know, Sam Howl is a complete quarterback that just need experience. People are going to be surprised by Sam Howl in the years to come. You know, I can't reiterate this more than I already have already. All the countless videos I made about Sam Howl. You know, I'm a huge fan of Sam Howl because I see greatness upon his horizon. And it's a shame that some of you guys, some of you fans, doesn't see what I see and some of the other fans see. You know, it's a small minority group of Sam Howl haters that's out there surfacing and throwing shade on his name. But you guys are going to be eating crow by the end of the year. I can guarantee you that. I can promise you that. Overall, EB, let me talk about EB. EB called a good game. He didn't scheme. You know, wasn't no strategy there. It was just to see hat on hat, you know, what he have out there. You know what I'm saying? Sam Howl even said on the podium, he had the basic concepts, the basic reads. It was nothing that they game plan for, you know. So EB made some in-game adjustments. When he saw that the offensive line couldn't sustain blocks, you know, he rolled Sam Howl out of the pocket. He wrote, and which was smart. We didn't have an offense coordinator that could make in-game adjustments, other than Joe Gibbs years ago. That's how long we didn't have a coach that could make those type of adjustments on the fly like that, in-game adjustments. That was remarkable. He scored high. He scored very high by doing so. I'm impressed with EB's play calling. You know, like I said, a couple of those plays got blown up. Who would know? We would never know if those drives could have got sustained if whatever his name is, Wiley, I want to say, from Kansas City. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Still getting to know that player. I should know his name because he had 2 holding penalties, so shame on me. But anyway, if he never had those 2 holding penalties, you know, who knows where those drives could have took us, you know. And like I said, those offensive linemen could have held on to their blocks a little bit longer. Who knows, you know. But I'm impressed overall with EB. He showed me something this game, his first game play calling for the Commanders. I think we are in good hands. That was an easy hire by Ron Rivera. That was a no-brainer, you know. But overall, I'll give the offense a B-, a B- for their first showing. And that's pretty good. The Scott Turner, you know, in the past, you know, we couldn't even move the ball in preseason, you know, so moving the ball and scoring points in the preseason lets me know that we're going to be able to score points in the regular season also. Cole Turner, another guy that stood out for me. Cole Turner is a very good tight end. He needs some things he need to work on, need to clean up, like his blocking. If he can clean up his blocking, I think Cole Turner should be the starting tight end for us. You know what I'm saying? The years to come. So if we don't re-sign Logan Thomas, I feel confident about our tight end room. Bates, you need to catch, man. I know that's not your strong points, but you had a wide open catch, man. Sam Howl put that thing right there in the bread basket, and you know, even though if you would have caught it, it was coming back anyway. But still, man, you gotta. Bates, you're an excellent blocker, but you gotta be able to catch, man. Please, we're gonna keep you. I don't want them to cut you because you can block. So, but you need to work on your pass catching skills, my guy. But Cole Turner, back to Cole Turner. Cole Turner is our future. I think we found our future tight end. So I'm satisfied with that. You know, Logan Thomas can't stay healthy anyway. And I know I've been riding Logan Thomas, but I still love Logan Thomas because he played for my team. I've been riding him hard, yeah, because I want Logan Thomas to remain healthy. I want him to stay healthy because we need him in this offense. So, yeah, I'm going to ride Logan Thomas a little bit until he consistently stays healthy. Anyway, moving on. That's all I got to say. Oh, yeah, Christian Gonzalez. Almost forgot. Christian Gonzalez. I'm impressed with that guy. And Pringle. But I'm going to get to Pringle in a second. First, I want to talk about Christian Gonzalez. The guy runs hard. It's advertised. You know, what he was doing in college, he's doing the same thing in the pros. Didn't miss a beat. He is what he is. Some players have it and he have it. You know what I'm saying? So Christian Gonzalez, I think, man, we got an excellent running back room. We got Gonzalez, Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, all three of those guys I like. You know what I'm saying? Any one of those guys to me can be the bell cow. But Antonio Gibson, he showed me a lot of speed this game. He got his speed back. He lost some weight and he got his speed back. I've seen him dip his shoulders a couple of times too. So he's learning how to, be a power back because of the size that he had. The guy's huge. You know what I'm saying? You utilize that size. He was running high a lot and was getting hit hard. You know what I'm saying? But if he lower that shoulder and lower that boom, you know what I'm saying? Antonio Gibson, sky's the limit for him. But B-Rob is doing B-Rob things out there. You know what I'm saying? This guy can catch and he runs hard. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the moves per se, but he has that power and he has pass catching abilities. But Christian Gonzalez, I'm impressed with him. I thought he ran hard, in between the tackles. And that's his strong points, running hard between those tackles. Keep up the good work, Christian Holmes. I'm impressed by you, and you will make the team. But, oh, yeah, Cashmere Allen. Like I said again, I can't reiterate it not enough. Cashmere Allen, you're the starting kick returner, punt returner, And Dax Milan, sorry, guy. But our receiver room is already stacked. We don't need your services no longer. But first players to cut, Dax, you out of here. Peace. I seen what I seen in Cashmere Allen. Now I want to talk about Pringle real quick. Pringle, ericbieniemy guy. I see why you brought him over here, EB. I was impressed by the guy. The guy makes some tough catches. And like I told y'all, I made a short video about him. This guy not afraid to go across the middle. He's got a great catch radius. He attacks the ball, and that's all you can ask for. You got a chance. Jacoby Brissett, I expected this. He's a savvy veteran going against second and third stringers. I expected that of some say a little bit of Cleveland ones was in there. Okay, that may be true. But I expected that from Jacoby Brissett. Not really impressed, but he's a great backup. Other than that one play he tried to be greedy on at the end, right before halftime, he played a pretty solid game also. So kudos to Jacoby Brissett. But like I said, I'm not really impressed because I expected that from him. That concludes the offense. Defense. Defense, I think the hour and 16-minute rain delay kind of caused those guys I think they was amped up at first, but that rain delay, and then they looked disinterested in the like they didn't really want to be out there that long. But Jack Del Rio had those guys out there anyway. Sweat had Deshaun Watson a couple of times, but he let him out of the grass. Sweat, I'm gonna need you to hold on to these quarterbacks, man. Imagine how many sacks you could have had throughout your career had you held on to these guys. If that, I can say any weaknesses in this game, because he played a run pretty strong. But if I can say a weakness in his game is that he doesn't finish when he gets to the quarterback. He does not finish. And that's what's going to hurt him from getting huge money. Unless he can clean that up this year. But from the looks of it, that game one against Deshaun Watson looked like that's just going to be him throughout his career. And that's going to hurt him from getting a real bag, But overall, he did good on that goal line. He shut those guys down. The defense, once again, they bend it, but they didn't break. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be a bend but not break defense. And that's good. If our offense can put up between 24 to 28 points a game, that's going to be damn good. Because if you're only giving up field goals and a touchdown here and there, I'll take that. That means the offense not scoring over 20 points most of the time. So I'll take that. So the defense, I'm not worried about the defense. But what I am worried about is them taking bad angles. Cody Barton, you need to clean that up. You took a couple of bad angles out there that I saw out there. But I'm not. You made some good tackles. You can tackle. I'll give you that. But you got to clean up your angles, man. You need to go watch tape, and just have awareness out there of which angle to take to get to the ball carrier. That's what I see that he needs to work on in his game. He needs to work on angles, his awareness, and that attributes to his awareness. He need to work on his awareness skills. knowing where people are. You know what I'm saying? Knowing where the ball carrier, anticipate where the ball carrier is going to go. And that'll help your awareness, man. But overall, I thought the defense played pretty damn good. Christian Holmes, I'm impressed. My guy. Quan Martin needs some work. He's a project. Let's just call a spade a spade. Quan Martin is not a first-year starter. Maybe down the line, maybe a second or third year. But some guys, it take a while. You know, some guys don't come out swinging. You know, he's not a first-round pick anyway, so we can't sit up here and just insert him into the starting lineup. You still got St. Juice, got something to say about that. You know, all those guys that we have. Christian Holmes has something to say about that. You know, I feel good about the secondary. Overall, you got Percy Butler out there making plays, as usual. Reeves out there making plays, you know, like he always does. You know, he's a special teams captain, you know. What was my man? Defoe, as usual. Cameron Curl, as usual. You know, he didn't even have Fuller name. They didn't even attempt to throw. Well, he only had like maybe 3 or 4 pass attempts. He wasn't messing with Fuller. You know, Fuller's a solid cornerback over there. He's a smart, savvy veteran over there now. You know, and I don't think he's going to get tested a lot over there. You know, Forbes made a great tackle, you know, out there on the field at the goal line. You know, great tackle. People was wondering, could he tackle? Well, he just proved you wrong right there. The guy's not afraid to get up in there and get dirty and grimy. And I seen him in the huddle talking a little bit of trash, as if to say, they're not going to score unless they're going to disrespect us on 4th down. They ain't going to score. We ain't going to let them score. That's what it looked like. He said something along the lines of they going for it on 4th, they're not scoring. And I like a player like that, you know, who's confident, you know, in his abilities, you know. So hats off to Manuel Forbes. Hats off to Jack Del Rio. Called a pretty solid defensive game. Like I said, that was preseason game number 1. Yeah, sure, they got some things they need to clean up and work on. Yeah, what team doesn't after one preseason game? You know, by the regular season, everything should be fine-tuned and ready to go. And whatever you feel like your weakness is, you need to scheme it up. And that's pretty much it. Overall, you know, another player that stood out on defense to me, I like the linebacker that we got, the rookie linebacker who Chick Hernandez kept on messed up his name a couple of times. I believe it's number 48, I want to say, the guy with the dreadlocks. Yeah, he messed up his name a few times, but other than that, like I said, everybody played decent. You know, I was impressed. It showed that we got depth. That's one thing that it showed. Overall, our team has good depth, good quality depth. You know, and I'm impressed with that. I'm happy with it. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. This your boy Albert DG. Please tune into the next episode. Please like, share, subscribe. You guys, take it easy. Tune in for the next preseason game. Peace.